Hello again, Lockpicking Paul here, and tonight I've been playing around with mechanical, often referred to as digital, but they're basically mechanical combination locks just with buttons rather than wheels. Now, these are relatively old. They're starting to go away. I think they're being replaced largely by wireless systems, but there is still in a lot of places. The kind of places you find them are sort of back offices, storerooms, that kind of place. So they're very much an industrial solution. Now, they are a series of plates. Let's see if you can show you this. When you press a button, these plates will all line up and allow something to pass through basically as you turn the handle. I just pressed the wrong one there by mistake. Doesn't matter. I'll show you them in a minute. What you're looking to do is utilize the handle to defeat the lock. So by pushing the handle over to one side, you're applying tension, and what happens is the buttons will bind. And so what you're looking for is a button with no movement. A good example would be on this one, because this one's super easy. I think it's very worn. If you put some tension on here, just feel the buttons. That number 3 barely moves. You're looking for something that you can't push in. That one, I'm just going to show you side on. That one's got more movement. That one's got virtually no movement. If I press it, and we have a look on the back side, you'll see that number 3 is indeed a red true number, as opposed to one of the incorrect numbers which are all marked blue. So that is how to get into these. And the way it works, put the tension on, find a pin, release the tension, put the tension back on again, find the next pin. Why do I do it that way? Well, you're not sure when you're finished. Some of these have 4 numbers and letters. Some of them have 5. And that could be changed. You could have 6. You could have more. You could have less. How do you know when you've finished? Well, you need effectively, after you've set a number or a letter, you need a means of testing it to see if it's open. And if you don't, and you keep going, the chances are you'll misread something, overset the lock, and it won't open. And you'll have to press the C button to start again. So by finding one number each time, backing off, opening again, finding the next number, eventually you'll get to the right sequence and the lock will open. And hopefully I'll demonstrate that in a minute. I have found another mechanism to get this open, which is you start with tension high, work your way through the work your way through the buttons, and find one that will actually open or will set. Keep going, setting any numbers that will continue to set while you're under tension. And as soon as it stops, you just back off tension just a little bit and then try again. And you keep doing that, backing off the tension until you've got a set number set. The problem you've got there is you're never entirely sure when you're finished. So you've got to back everything back out, test the lock, and at which point you can't remember which level of tension you were at. So I don't think that's as reliable as just testing each number and keeping the tension on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my desk cleared. I'm going to set one of these up in a vise and put it under a lot of tension. And I'm going to clear my desk simply because if I slip off, everything will scatter and I'll cause chaos. I did that with the Borg because you can get a huge amount of tension on this. I slipped with it and the vise went flying and half of my desk went flying. So I do want to make sure I've got some space. So I'll get that set up and I'll be right back. Right, let's get this open. Go with the secure fast, and I need to put a ton of pressure on this. Oh, hang on. Make sure there's nothing entered, otherwise that'll be disappointing. Yeah, I think 0 is a Good candidate there. Let's find the next one. I think 8. Definitely 2. One. There you go. Open. And they're all the same. Now the thing that makes it difficult is just how much tension you can put on these things. My fingers, look at my fingers, they're really, it got some indents on it. I was putting a lot of force on that. And the type of handle makes a big difference to these. This Borg with a whopping great handle on it. This is a doddle because you can really put some tension on it. And the bigger the handle, more leverage you've got. So this one's actually super easy. But they're all pretty much the same deal. They're not particularly hard to get into, and thankfully they're kind of giving way now to the sort of the Paxton style wireless locks. But yeah, bit fun, bit different, and hopefully that was interesting. See you soon. Enjoy your picking. Cheers.